Here we go. Johnson Window Films beats the heat. Scott and I are gonna take down these hot sauces while answering some questions that our employees came up with. So y'all can get to know Johnson Window Films, Scott and I, and you can get some entertainment out of us having a little bit of a tough time here.
And I think it's a horrible idea.
I'm
be
excited.
great. It'll be fun.
All right, first one up, the classic hot sauce. We'll see.
We'll see how classic it is.
It doesn't say, it says it's mild.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Okay, let's see how it goes. This one tastes pretty good. It's starting out.
Yeah, that's tasty. Okay, first
Not
question.
even spicy.
First question. How did you enter the window film industry?
How did Johnson get into window film?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we started making food packaging. And back in about 1975, I was with my family, with Dad, Alan, and Mom, and little brother Blake, and we were at Mammoth skiing. And my dad got a phone call from a guy named George Berkner, who asked him, hey, can you make window film? And he said, what the heck is window film? And the guy described it as two pieces of polyester laminated together. Back then, they didn't have pressure-sensitive adhesive. There was no mounting. Window film was made just as a bare film, no hard coat, no adhesive. You would spray the adhesive on the glass and put the film on top of the adhesive. We came back after that trip and they tried it. And this is when I was in high school. I was coming down here and working. And I think the first shipment of raw material, they screwed up most of it, if not all of it. And they learned, they made mistakes, and that was the beginning.
Nice. A beautiful start.
Yeah, it was,
to
it
beautiful
was
many decades.
Yeah.
I was forced into it. You wouldn't say slave labor, but child labor for sure. But it's been all right. But I don't have a cool story like that.
I don't know that it was cool.
I just got
Little
paid
did
for
I
the
know
summers.
how much work it would mean for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah, that's true.
It's funny how a phone call can change, it's the phrase, phone call can change your life.
Yeah.
And it did.
Yeah. All right. On to number 2. Little Dick's Big Flavor Ghost Pepper Pear from New
First
York
one
City.
was just tasty. That wasn't
Yeah,
spicy. That was
wasn't-
just tasty. Cheers.
All right, cheers. Also tasty, but
A lot more vinegar.
I love vinegar. Oh, I
pretty
got the
good.
back of my throat a little bit. We're gonna start getting there. All right, next question. What's the difference between manufacturing flat glass and automotive films? First thing is we use a different adhesive. So there's many of our flat glass films, we use a dry adhesive, which feels very different. When you feel it on the film, it actually feels like there's no adhesive at all. And it takes a bit longer to activate, but you get a better optical clarity and longer durability. It can be on a window for 20 years and still look great. Automotive films are quicker to cure, pressure sensitive, and then they work differently in how they stop heat. Automotive absorbs more heat, and as a car drives, it takes the heat away. But reflective flat glass films tend to reflect the heat, but that's not so much in the manufacturing. Any differences other than the adhesive and maybe the components of the raw material?
Actually, in the dry adhesive, first off, you could have flat glass films with dry adhesive or with pressure sensitive. And if they're made with pressure sensitive, for some markets, Europe likes pressure sensitive, some of the South American markets like pressure sensitive for flat glass. That's very much like automotive. You really just change the films out, adjust the tensions for the thicknesses, everything else stays the same. When you make dry adhesive, the biggest difference is the release liner. Even though that adhesive is the big change, it's thinner, it's harder, it's clearer, but we use a polypropylene release liner against most of it, and that polypropylene is a lot softer. So it has its own bag of problems, including when you wind it up, it tends to grab the front and the hard coat side. So the hard coat you use when you make dry adhesive, you actually have to put a little more slip additive into it to make it just a little bit more slippery, so it'll slide on itself as it rolls and it wraps. You want it to get comfortable instead of sticking. So those are the main differences.
Beautiful. All right. Neil's Real Deal. All right, it's got a panther on it. It says habanero. I don't really like habanero, so. Oh, and it's a thick boy.
Oh yeah, that looks
Oh,
hot. Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's ugly.
Oh yeah, that's goopy.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to ask you, since you can
Wait,
tell
wait, we gotta
people-
eat it. We gotta eat it first.
But as you get ready, because if
Yeah.
it's hot, it might take you a second.
Well, it's gonna be hot.
Okay, I don't think it'll be that hot.
Okay.
Looks sweet, a lot of brown sugar.
You're right. It is sweet. It's actually less hot than the other.
More like barbecue sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
so you've got all these names for window films, Marathon and Renegade and Insulator with the IR at the end. How do you come up with these names?
Yeah. Well, I haven't come up with most of them. You came up with most of them.
With a lot of help, other people.
Yeah. The only one I came up with was Supreme IR. And I wanted to be very straightforward about it's the best film that we can possibly make, and it's an IR film. We put a lot of effort into that film, but really the entire process of making it was how can we make the best automotive film we can possibly make?
We wound up putting 3 layers of IR blockers in it.
Yeah,
So-
because we felt like there's a lot of films out there that cost a lot of money, and we think there was a lot of room to actually make the best film we could possibly make and still not be as expensive as some other things out in the market. So I hope you all try that one.
You did
Supreme.
a good job. I
Thank
like
you.
that film.
Yeah. A lot of people use words like supreme and, prime and superior, whatever it is. It's just to make it simple. It's the best. But I think our other names are more interesting. Marathon.
Coming up with names like, I remember Marathon in particular, several of us were involved, and we must have written down 200 names. And it was hard. We just kept trying every word, and then all of a sudden Marathon popped out. Long-lasting, endurance, everything that Marathon does, and that's what it was. It was a high-performance hybrid metal-dyed film that shrank really great, and it lasted a long time. Marathon fit.
Yeah. That's great. Well, there's one product name. I don't want to take too much time on this question, but Insulator. I've heard it said many different ways. Insulateur, Insulate IR.
It's French.
Yeah,
Insulateur.
yes, yeah. And because we're in Europe, people might lean that way over there. But it is Insulator is the idea. So now you know.
Now you know. Okay, number 4.
Number 4.
I'm gonna do this
What do we got? Yeah, please do. Shake it up.
Okay.
It's all right. Los Calientes fits the California vibe. Oh, it smells nice. It smells like a nice salsa verde, huh?
Go ahead. It does smell. You can get it from here. This is what you might get as the hot salsa in a.
It's gonna start ramping up, I think.
It smells like that.
Smells like that.
Still not hot.
Honestly, nothing. I'm a little disappointed in that.
I think it's designed for everybody to get through the first 4 easy,
Yeah.
because these have all been pretty tasty.
Smoky sweet verde.
Mm-hmm.
What's this question? What is the biggest mistake you made at Johnson Window Films? That would definitely be when I was putting away a pallet in the warehouse. The top of the pallet hit the emergency fire sprinkler and it broke. I was immediately drenched in just disgusting sewage, cold water that was spewing out. It was terrible. I think I ended up like 4 or 5 computers broke from the water spewing out. We had to rebox all the film that was already boxed up that day. Everybody.
It was a mess.
It was when I was in high school too, so I was just there for the summer. And the boss's kid working there for the summer, just wrecking everything. And the certain employees did call me Aquaman for a period of time.
Yeah. I remember that.
So that was fun.
Yeah. But you actually put some effort out to protect computers that was, as the water was coming down,
Yeah.
that was pretty good. Survived?
Yeah. The fire department showed up.
Yep. That's
that
when you
was
mess with a
good.
fire system, you break the sprinkler pipes,
Yeah,
they're coming.
I'll tell you, as a 17-year-old, you mess something up at work and the fire department shows up. It's not the best feeling.
It's hard to go back to school, How was your summer? I kind of did something stupid.
Yeah.
You
Good
learn
times.
though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I've told this story a couple of times, but I think my biggest mistake was we used to, before we had the UV equipment in order to cure our own hard coat, we used to do the lamination of the first pass, and then we'd send the film out and have it hard coated, and then they'd send the film back to us and we put the pressure sensitive and the liner on it. And one time, the guy, actually a great friend of mine, a gentleman named Ed Zosky, Ed, if you're out there, hey there, he was working there at the time, and he called me up and he said, hey Scott, which side do you want this hard coated on? And I told him the wrong side. I mean, I was in the plant, the phone call, I got a call, I ran to the phone, I picked it up, he asked me, and I said, oh, of course, blah, blah, blah. And it was like 40,000 lineal feet, which is 460-inch rolls, and I destroyed all of them. Had them coat them on the wrong side. It's 100% my fault. That hurts.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
So 40,000 lineal feet,
Yeah.
400 rolls of window film at 60 inch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were doing that day, and we realized it that night. We stopped them. They didn't do any more, but it was 4 10,000-foot master rolls.
Yeah. And if you're out there buying 20-inch rolls, that's 1,200 rolls
Yeah.
that you just messed up.
Yeah, all in one fell swoop. I mean, I've made a lot of other mistakes. I've said to run when we shouldn't have run or whatever, but to ruin 40,000 feet all in one fell swoop, that's a pretty big one.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took me a while to recover from that one because the next day you have to start making decisions again.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. The responsibility doesn't go to somebody else just because you make a dumb move. You've got to pick it up and keep moving because you got another 50 or 100,000 feet of film that has to be made the next day, and people need film. And now you got to make 40,000 feet extra for what you threw away the day before.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
On to the next.
Number 5.
Number 5. Dawson's hot sauce. Yeah. Just make sure you get plenty on
Oh,
there.
thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah.
All right. I'm having fun though. I hope you are. Number 5.
The
we
funny
gotta
thing
use
is, things
this.
I already know your answers because I lived it with you.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way, thanks for coming down here and working during high school.
Yeah,
We appreciate it.
Yeah, of the employees that called me Aquaman, he was one of them. So,
We were.
all
Okay,
right,
let's go.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. That just looks hotter.
Mm-hmm.
Not hot.
That's hotter to me. That's a step up. But I thought I'd be.
I mean, there's more. It carries longer, but
Yeah.
man, I wouldn't call this hot. It's got a better finish, though.
I might
doesn't
call it hot.
It definitely stays there.
Now we're into the hot sauce range.
Mhm.
Okay. But it's still pretty chill. When you're not making window film, what's your favorite thing to do?
Well, when I was younger, my favorite was skiing.
Yeah.
Being on top of a mountain. Now, when I was real young, it was surfing. Skiing took over more. As an old guy, my favorite thing is to stand in the middle of a river, fly fish.
Yeah.
Get away from the world, and there's just nobody around you. It's just you and Mother Nature.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your favorite thing?
I think I would go between skiing and golf.
Ooh.
It depends on how I'm playing, I guess. Skiing, it takes a lot more to get out there and get out to the mountains, but it's so nice to be out in the mountains. It just feels better.
Yeah.
But the same can be said on a golf course. It's a great way living in the city to kind of get out of the city a little bit. And it's manufactured nature, but it's also the challenge. Like golf is a game you can never win. You can just play.
That's why I always got angry when I played.
Yeah. But yeah, one of our rounds when we were lucky enough to be in England, and we played at the Belfry, and I just played so bad, and I was so upset and embarrassed. But I realized, I should just be happy. I just got to play at one of the coolest courses in the world.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've never been upset about how I played. So,
It's good.
yeah, I think golf.
I believe the phrase is you're not good enough to worry about how good you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay, what's next?
Number 6. This is the jerk and Scotch bonnet.
Oh, the Scotch bonnets are the really hot peppers,
I
right?
mean,
I
you're the
think
one.
I think this is going to be brutal.
You're the one talking.
Here we go. This is where it gets real.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't think you bite into a Scotch bonnet. It's one of those things where That would be a major mistake.
Probably be a bad mistake.
Remember,
Well,
John?
you know,
I think John's done that.
it is possible that these hot sauces are just a little afraid of us, given that all we do is beat the heat.
That's right. Johnson Films beating the heat. So here we go.
All right.
Number 6.
I felt like the last one was hotter. Nope, never mind.
That's got a nice finish, but man, I'd eat that all night.
Mm-hmm.
Won't put it on anything.
I wouldn't eat it all night,
You know what I mean?
but
It's not hot enough to say no more.
yeah, I was really afraid. Now I'm not so worried.
Well, something tells me the last
It's gonna start
few,
building.
There's a big difference.
Yeah, exponential growth.
These have been pretty good.
Okay.
All of these, I'd eat all of these anytime.
Well, the next question was, how old were you when you started working here?
How old was I when I started working here? Well, before there was a factory, my dad was just working out of an office. He was a middleman between factories and businesses. And he was dragging me to the office and every Saturday, starting when I was 5 years old.
Mhm.
So when the factory opened, I was 11. First time I came down and swept the floors, I was 11. I helped put in the equipment, each of it, and I've been here pretty much ever since, except for a few soirees out into the world, doing other things. But I guess my first regular thing, I started working every Saturday down here, was at 11.
11 years old.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the truth is, my old man just needed to keep me busy so he could get some work done.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
he'd say go sweep or go wrap those rolls or do, you know, whatever needed to be done.
Yeah. Well, you brought me down here a few times on a Saturday when I was 10 or 11, but not consistently. I think you felt bad about, you know, your previous experience. But yeah, you'd bring me down here. I'd do my homework. You'd make me sweep the floor, and then you'd take me to the batting cage. So there was always a nice little reward for coming down here.
Yeah,
on
I always had
Saturday.
that too. Ellen used to take me out
Yeah.
to play volleyball afterwards.
Yeah. Well, on to the next.
Number 7.
Number 7. Is this 7?
This
Yeah,
one's
7.
called Ninja Napalm.
Ninja Napalm. Okay. All right. We're getting a little more aggressive. I was afraid at first. We're putting more on there.
I
But
think that this is where you ought to be getting cautious.
yeah, I know. I'm going
This
the
one's
other
gonna,
way.
I think,
It smells a little spicier, I'll tell you that.
oh, it sure does. Here we go.
Here we go,
They're gonna
okay.
start ramping up.
Yeah.
Okay, cheers.
It's just definitely not as tasty. Now we're just getting into spicy.
And that's got some spice.
That's spicy.
Yeah, that's got some spice.
Uh-huh. That's gonna it's gonna give me a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're there.
No, I'd say that's hot.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can feel it, my tongue burns a little, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm crying a little bit.
So,
All right. How long is the development process of a new product?
you gotta wait until the burning in your mouth stops so you
No.
can.
I don't know. The Supreme IR took like 2 years. But it depends. That was mostly because of the color. The color, you add so much IR into it, and the IR particles hue a certain color. And the IR particles hued blue. That's why in the 70% with no dyed film, it's just blue.
This one's hot.
This is But, you know, you have to balance that in the darker colors and try to get a nice neutral black
And it
color.
carry-
And yeah, I think we went through maybe like 60 or 100 different color variations
We did.
trying to get
It's
the color.
hard to get a dark color to look the same as a light color
Yeah.
because your eyes change in the way colors reflect and come through and change as it gets lighter.
Yeah.
Because your eyes actually respond to light transmission more than they respond to color.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, it's the other way around.
Color-
They respond
color
to
than light
color
transmission.
more than light transmission.
Okay.
So a 35 and a 50% film, you can see there's a little difference, but a slightly blue or a slightly green or a slightly black, those are obvious, even if they're the same light transmission.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, there's a little heat in that one.
That one got me for sure.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. What other products in the long-term development? Like that one took a while, but that also was like a year of me telling you to make it
Yeah, changing.
and to make it a certain way, but you wanted
You know,
to,
and you always want to be cautious. You can make, everybody always wants a new film, but what is new?
yeah,
You know, you got to have
Yeah.
something that's new, and the technologies haven't changed much.
yeah. The most recent big
ceramics-
technology was a ceramic.
And they've been around now for, 15 years,
Yeah.
maybe
Wow.
more, maybe 20.
Yeah.
So,
And then it just becomes small improvements
right.
in different aspects of it.
Well, people don't realize you can improve things like making them shrink more easily, or
Yeah.
you can improve the hard coat, or you can make the release liner come off a little easier, or, et cetera, et cetera.
Yep. Okay. Well, that was a delay tactic on my part, extending that question because my mouth is burning.
I think you've done good not touching your milkshake.
Have you gone for yours?
No.
Shit. All right. This is the bomb evolution. This one supposedly is always the worst one.
Don't put too much on there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm scared now.
Yeah, that last one was hot.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
good though.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't say it was
that last one. If it was a whole plate of food
Mhm.
that was that hot, I'd have trouble eating it all.
Fucking sorry, excuse me. Yeah, if it's more than one bite, I'm done. Okay. The bomb. You ready?
No, this one. Everybody warned me about this one.
Yeah.
So no.
Well, it'll be all right.
So,
Cheers.
yeah, go ahead. I think I
Yeah.
want to watch your face first.
It's hot. But honestly, the last one got me more kind of immediately. It was just that first hot one. Okay,
This one's hot.
It's kind of building. I don't know. I'm a little scared of it. It's definitely building. Doesn't taste great. Yeah. Okay. Let's
When
go
it
to the
gets
question.
too hot, you lose flavor.
In your personal opinion, what's the greatest benefit of window film? I
Well,
like this flavor.
we've always joked that it makes the driver good looking.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. You can't see them.
Right. Well, whatever. It's interesting because we started with solar control, and I've learned it involves so much about stopping heat and saving energy and all of that. How does that compare to something looking good on a car? And it gives you confidence driving your car, or, it's a tough balance because a lot of
Yeah.
people use window film for those different purposes.
Yeah.
Right? I imagine somebody who has a storefront wants to use a really light, something to stop the UV and stop as much of the heat as they can. They don't care how it looks. They want you to not see it. So what's the best? It really is up to the person that's using it.
Yeah. Okay. I would say that the biggest benefit of window film is that it's not this last hot sauce. But I mean, I love how it makes cars look. I think I love cars, especially good-looking cars. But I travel a good bit, and I have to rent cars fairly often. And you get into them, there's no window tint, and the sun just beats on you, and it's so uncomfortable. And you don't necessarily realize it when you have window tint all the time, but going to not having it is such a drastic difference.
Yeah.
So just the comfort that it brings day to day,
Yeah.
especially living in places like Southern California or Texas where it's just hot.
When you're driving with it, if you're behind it and the sun's out, you just feel kind of, I don't want to say safer, but you feel cooler, but you just feel better.
Yeah.
You just feel better, and it looks good, and it's like putting on a pair of sunglasses. You walk outside and it's bright, and your eyes hurt, and then you throw on those sunglasses, you're like, oh, that feels good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not feeling better right now. That's for sure. Arbol Scorpion.
Yeah, I don't think 8's not the worst one.
I think it's the most disgusting. All right. I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
Yeah, I've got a little on the brow.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Nothing wrong with that.
Are y'all having fun? We got some spectators. All right.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah. Cheers.
This does not look good.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure is messy.
Yeah.
Well, that brings back in some of the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's better. It's way better than the last one. Tastes better.
A lot more flavor.
Yeah. Yeah. The last one's hot. Why is the company named Johnson Window Films?
Oh, that's funny. I said we started making window film in the 70s. Well, we always did it private label. Like we started for that other company, and for many distributors, we made private label, just white box. They put their name on it. And in 1991, there was an opportunity for us to get involved with a distributor that was here in Southern California and open up a company. And we sat around trying to decide what to call our films. And we spent 3 days, we talked about naming films and how hard it was. We spent 3 days trying to come up with words. And for one reason or another, people in the room, somebody always thought one was no good.
Yeah.
No matter what you tried. And you want to dream up a non-word like Lumar. That was a pretty good invention by them, I have to say. But we couldn't dream up one that was as good. And actually, one afternoon after being there for several days, I was sick of it. The room was hot. I just said, F this, just call it Johnson. We're Johnson Laminating. Just call it Johnson Window Films. And that's, sadly, we just couldn't, the creativity ran out and we were beat up and had to get on with business.
At the end of the day, it tells you that the name doesn't matter so much. The product, the service, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
A name is just a name.
I think that was my argument that day, is that it's just a name.
All right, last one. Get me out of here. The last dab experience.
I don't think that was as hot as the one before.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, the one before was just grosser.
Well, I got to imagine this one's probably the hottest, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Gonna call your mom and say that she raised a stupid son. This was a stupid idea.
I think it's a good idea. I've been having fun. I've been having fun.
Yeah, I am. I am too. Okay, big boy, let's show how tough you are.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's not hotter than the others.
Give it a second. I'm afraid. I'm always afraid. It's not so bad. Okay. Whew. Well, the last question is, what can we look forward to from Johnson Window Films? So I'll take this one.
Okay.
I think in general, no more of this. That's for sure. But you know, we've had a great summer. Coming up, we got WFCT trade show in Reno, which we're stoked to be at. We'll have our Supreme IR film there. We came out with that at the end of last year, and this has been the first summer that we've had it. And you know, the first year of a new film, a new product, obviously you're getting a lot of feedback. People are trying it out. It's a slow build to people building it into their businesses.
Yeah.
But I've been super encouraged by what people have been able to do with it in their business and offering a higher end product and helping scale their business and provide more options. So I'm excited to see what our new films can do, you know, in this next year. Beyond that, we want to just continue to provide great service. We want to get out and see our tenors more and have people getting out on the road. And you know, I'm going to do my best to get to know even more tenors because, you know, I love doing that. I love going to the trade shows where I can get to meet the people that use our products. I think for both of us, our favorite thing about the business and the product itself
is seeing you squirm with
is
all
seeing
this
me
hot-
squirm is that there are other people supporting their families and growing their business and doing it.
Without a doubt. It's been
Yeah.
the coolest thing since I was young. You meet people that, you know, don't have $1 million to start a business. They've got some backbone, they've got desire, and they've got effort. And they just bust their asses and they make greatly successful businesses, providing for kids and family and all of that. A lot of times the whole family's involved, or if not, you just see people build from when they start with like a blank slate. There's really nothing there. And they build these great businesses. And there are a lot of great people.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The sticky film business has been a lot of fun. So,
Great. Well, thanks for doing this with me.
yeah, man, I enjoyed it.
I think you had an easier time than I did. That was brutal.
I think
Time
I've
for a
been eating
milkshake.
more spicy foods all my life.
Mm,
And now that you broke into the milkshake, I can break into mine.
yeah, perfect.
Thanks for sharing lunch with us, everybody.
Hoorah.